Kia ora, bonjour. My name is Antonio Viselli. I'm Italian-Canadian and I am an academic, a senior lecturer above the bar at the University of Canterbury in French studies and in translation and interpreting. I grew up in a multilingual household with an Italian father and a Canadian mother of English-Irish descent, so it seemed like a natural segue to continue studying language, linguistics. And it's only once I studied my première, so my year 11 in France, in literature, that I fell in love with poetry. I have the privilege to be head of translation and interpreting, which means I coordinate courses where I have up to 17, 18 different languages in one class. And it is extremely humbling and rewarding to have conversations where we can compare and learn from each other. The French-speaking community, especially in Christchurch, Otautaki Christchurch, is strong, alive, and well. And that happens from a cultural perspective. So the presence of the Alliance Françaises of Christchurch is quite an important hub. And UC works quite collaboratively with l'Alliance Française. But I would say the French are amongst the best worldwide at working on spreading the French language. We talk about le rayonnement du français. So we often joke that the sun never really sets on the English empire. I would say the same is pretty much the same for the French language. And so we have the presence of primary schools that do bilingual education in French and English, a presence of French in high school, all the way through to the tertiary level, the university. I think, even from a research perspective, I'm fascinated by the word hospitality. So the word hospitalité in French, as Jacques Derrida would tell you, the word hôte, in fact, host, has a certain ambiguity embedded within it, right? Because the word hôte can mean both guest or host. So I think the French community is in this liminal space, this intermediary space where we're here to welcome newcomers, right? But our own subjectivity isn't completely eclipsed in it. So we're at once a guest and a host in a nation full of many bicultural and multicultural people. So hospitality. I think it's important to think about the French community diachronically. So what I mean by that is from a historical perspective. My advice to new French people arriving in New Zealand would be to not be afraid to meet absolutely everybody.